So all these stories that I'm going to go over with today, actually going to add them in the comments on the video. So if you want to go read some more and check these out for yourself, do that. If you like what you're hearing and you like what you're seeing, follow, subscribe, like, whatever. I'd appreciate it. I'm just starting out, so keep this going as long as I can stand talking to myself. No, kidding. We'll keep it going. So let's get to the first item here. Let's see. Boom. Battlefield 6. It's coming supposedly later this year. Some good news on the front though for old Battlefield fans. Take this off. It seems like it's not going to be Battlefield 1, World War 1. It's not going to be World War 2. Seems like they're going back to the games everybody loved, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. It's going to be set more in a modern era. That's the rumor. I mean, rumors are always flying, so you don't know what you can trust and who you can believe and everything. But this seems, I mean, seeing this on different. This is from Games Radar here, but there's several sources that are talking about this. So one of the things that seems most exciting about this is that they're designing it for PS5 and Xbox Series X and not the old generation, from my understanding. So Battlefield was originally well known for their massive player base. I think it was 64 players, 32 versus 32. It's like crazy. Now you've got like ground war or whatever Call of Duty calls it with big teams, but I think DICE is going to step that up a little bit farther. They're talking about 128. I mean, it seems reasonable. They've got BRs now with 150 people in them, so I would think that you'd be able to get at least that much in a game going. So other than that, that's really about. I mean, that's really about it on the news front. They're going to have a ton of players. It's going to be made for new consoles. Should be up in like more modern warfare. I don't even know if you could say that anymore. It's not current times. It won't be based in history apparently, and the rumors are that the maps are going to be ridiculous. Like, I mean, if you look at like what Warzone's done with their maps and things, I mean, they're already pretty huge. So I would think that DICE, was ahead of the game in making big maps and big player counts on their servers, would be able to make maps that are even greater, especially with all the new hardware that's out there. It's I wasn't a big fan of Battlefield 1. I played it. Battlefield 5, I didn't even try it. The numbers confused me. The game confused me. It didn't pique my interest at all. But I liked their in Battlefield 4, I think it was, they always showed the big tower that would fall. You know, the level was destructive, and they're saying you may be able to completely flatten an entire map. I mean, rumors always sound really great as soon as they come out, but we'll have to see what's true and what's not. I'm sure we'll get more and more leaks the closer it gets to game releasing. So let's see, is there anything else in here that's super interesting? No, not really. Cross-platform, maybe. I think that'd be smart. Most games that are going to survive these days are going to be cross-platform. It's probably my favorite thing in gaming that's come out in the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. It's cross-platform stuff. Makes the most sense. I don't know why they didn't do it before. It's really taking gaming to the next level in my eyes. So yeah, Battlefield 6, check it out. I think the rumor release date is at the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Or, yeah, holiday. I'm pretty sure. I don't see it in this article, but I'm pretty sure holiday 2021, we should be seeing some leaks. Or not even, we'll probably be seeing leaks in the next couple of months. But we should be seeing trailers and official information on it this spring. So that'll be pretty exciting. Let's see, the next item that caught my eye today, the Huntsman V2 analog keyboard, built to mimic a controller's joysticks. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see any joysticks on this keyboard, so I was confused when I first saw this. But if you go through and read the article, and they actually have a nice little diagram here, what it actually is the unlike a typical keyboard that's either got on, when you push it, you've either got on or you've got an off. And mechanical keyboards, you know, they'll click and everything, but this actually has, I don't know if it's a I know it's not a Hall effect. It's got to be some kind of optical sensor in there. But they are going to be able to be like more like triggers on consoles, where you've got different I don't even know how to say it, different pressures, I guess, for, like, say you were driving a race car and you wanted to use different you didn't want to go full throttle or no throttle. You'd be able to feather that a little bit and go half throttle, mid throttle. How that really applies to gaming, I'm not sure. Racing games makes a lot of sense because you want to be in between sometimes with throttle. If you can't use like pedals, the triggers make sense. I think most games, you know, when you push a button, you want a command. So I'm not real sure. Maybe give me a comment or something if you can think of a game that this would really be beneficial for, other than racing games. I'm not sure. I'll also be interested to see how this actually affects typing. So I imagine maybe the software only detects the letter whenever it's fully pressed. But it seems like maybe you could change that, where you could just do half pressed key typing. I don't know. Seems like interesting technology. It is $250. It's called the Huntsman V2 Analog, and it comes with USB-C, Chroma RGB, all the bells and whistles, and it's going to be at RAZER.com on February the 9th. Launch at more retailers. So Micro Center, probably Best Buy, probably Newegg, I don't know, all the places you can get RAZER stuff from. It looks pretty cool. I like the media keys. I think RAZER has the best RGB. I've never owned any of their stuff, but all of their RGB stuff looks the best. If you're into the unicorn puke look on your computer. My computer's not. Oh, just checked. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it seems nice. Running a normal clip, like an analog stick. Yeah. It didn't really. I don't think it really talks about why you would want this, which is interesting to me. You could clip a grenade with the soft press a key and then throw it by pushing the key all the way down. Huh. So they're saying that you could have potentially multiple keybinds to pressures? Huh. I don't know that. That seems like in the heat of battle, especially like that doesn't seem like a good example. In the heat of battle, especially in a first-person shooter, if you're loading a grenade, you want to load the grenade, and then you want to throw it. Now you can hold it down. That makes sense if you want to cook it or something, and then let go when you're ready. But it needs to be very quick. I don't know why you would half press it to grab it, and then all the way press it to throw it. I don't know. It seems like a bad example. So thanks, Verge, for the news on the Huntsman V2 Analog for $250. The price is a lot, but who knows? Maybe it's a great keyboard. Guess we'll see when it comes out. All right, more Apple news. I'm not an Apple fanboy, but we've had Apple news the past couple of days, so this one's actually going to help a lot of people. You can get Apple Watch OS 7 and iOS 14 beta if you sign up for their preview program. And I'll show you how to talk about that here in a second. But what that's going to let you do is, if you are in close proximity, if you have an Apple Watch and your phone close by, I don't know if it has to be in the same hand. I don't know if it's NFC. I don't think it's real clear in here, but and they're still working on it, but it will let you Face ID unlock even with the mask on, without having, like everybody, you have to go put your stupid PIN number in because it can't recognize your face. So I don't know if it's going to use. It seems like it's going to use a combination of your eyes just to double check, even though that's not as secure. But so they're going to use the watch pairing as kind of a two-factor authentication, is what it seems like. And so you go to the beta.apple.com, you sign up to be the beta tester, essentially. Once you've done that, they'll send you a little notification on your phone. It'll pop up. It should notify you on the phone, and then it'll pop up to download the profile. Once you've done that, then you're in the beta program. I'm sure it'll have you update, install the new software. You'll have to do this for your phone and your watch, apparently. But then once that's done, go all the way through here, you go to your Face ID, and you could turn on the feature. And they don't even have a picture of the feature, but this is what it'll look like. So when you go to Face ID, it'll show locked, then it'll give you a second, and it'll show unlocking with your Apple Watch. That's funny. The Apple story has Samsung ads. That makes sense. But yeah, that's cool. I think it's about a year too late. That had been great 6 months ago. I think everybody's gotten used to Face ID doesn't work when I have my mask on, so I'm just gonna punch in my number real quick. So whatever. I'm all about it. I mean, you can pay with your watch. You may as well be able to unlock your phone with your watch. And honestly, Face ID is not that great if I'm scrolling on my desk or something. I have to pick it up and look at it and then put it back down. And I've gotten used to it, but hey, I'm always down for improvement. And Apple does it. It'll probably work pretty good. Let's see. What's the next topic here? What is the next topic? Okay. NVIDIA will now force laptop makers to disclose GPU performance metrics. Thank you, GameSpot. So, if you haven't been following, the 3000 series graphics cards from NVIDIA are out. They are now in laptops. Some of them are available. Some of them are like pre-order. Some of them are coming soon. They're still tough to get right now, but the big noteworthy thing here is the 3080, well, the whole 3000 series. They have like, I want to say it's like 28 different versions of GPUs. They've only got they got a 3060, 3070, 3080. And I don't think they're putting the 3090 in any laptops, not that I've seen. They've got three GPUs, but they've got 28 different versions. They got the Max Q, which I think is the lower, I don't even know what Q stands for, quiet maybe, which is going to be usually the lower power variant, and they've had Max P, which is the higher powered, or performance I think is what the P actually stood for, that you could get. So they would have like a 2060 Max Q or 2060 Max P. I don't even know if they had a 2060 Max P, but either way, they've had those, and that's been pretty straightforward. But now, oh Lord, NVIDIA, bless them. They've got a 3070 like Max Q with X that's only that the base clock is at X gigahertz, and then or megahertz, and then they've got another SKU that's a little bit higher, and then another SKU that's a little higher, but they're all 3070 Max Qs, and then they've got Max Ps that are several different variants of the wattage. Let's see, what's power and clock, I think, is what they're rating at. So NVIDIA is now telling laptop makers they have to put their metrics, these specs for the GPUs that they're putting in their laptops they have to put them on the box so that people know which ones they're getting. Yeah, clocks and power to communicate the expected GPU of the performance in that system, which should be pretty straightforward. If you've got a 3070 blah 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 and a 3070 blah blah blah, you would think that the higher clock and the higher power one would be faster than the lower clock and the lower powered one. Where I don't understand is if you have a low clock, low powered 3080, is that not as good as a high clocked, high powered 3070? I'm not real sure. So looks like I guess we'll find out in some reviews like Gamers Nexus and Linus and them do. I'm sure they'll run this into the ground and test it all over. So it looks like Gigabyte and Asus have already updated all their stuff. So I've got what is this? This is the Gigabyte site, and to show what they've got. So here's the Aorus 15G-YC and the 15G-XC. Basically identical laptops, I believe. Pretty much everything except for the graphics is a little different. So you've got a 3070 and a 3080, so it's two different ones. The names are stupid. Oh, I got that 15G. Oh yeah? Which one? The YC. Oh man, I only got the XC. Whatever. But they are now listing boost clock and the power. So you got boost clock 1290, power 105. Boost clock 1245, power 105. Max Q. But great, I didn't even notice this before, but this is exactly what it's talking about. So you've got a 3070, 105 watt power draw, 1290 megahertz. 3080 105 watts, 1245 megahertz. So now you've got the upper tier graphics card, same power draw, but slower boost clock. Now, I'm not an expert on how all the silicon works on these and the chips that the chiplets and everything that they're getting to put in these, and I would think that the 3080 is probably still faster, but I don't know. I might dig into this as it comes out. They've got so many different versions. I haven't even been able to go through them all to see what's what and who's who, and it is what it is, and that's that. So, yeah. What's also interesting, 3080 with 8 gigs, the 3070 with 8 gigs. So they're both 8 gigs. They're both GDDR6, not X, like the real 3080. Both 105 watts. But the 3080 has a lower boost clock than the 3070, but it's still called the 3080. So, I don't know. Ridiculous? I think so. But they needed something like this. They're going to have 30 different GPUs and only three different names. They're going to need to differentiate them somehow. I guess, at least this way, if you're looking at two different 3080s, you should be able to tell a difference. If you're looking at two 3070s, you should be able to tell a difference. But whatever. So, yep, there it is. So they're making them do all that amid a wave of confusion over the real-world performance. I think that they are not making things completely clear. What would make things clearer is if they had different names for different ones. If they had a 3080 Max P, Max Q, they had a 3070 Max P, Max Q, 3060 Max P, Max Q. That was it. I don't know. Or, I mean, 3060 Ti, 3070 Ti, or my favorite. Everybody agrees, or a lot of people agree that the M was a good model. Make it whatever 3080M, and then call it whatever you want, so that you know that it's the mobile version. It's not compared at all to the desktops. In the 20 series, excuse me, and the 10 series for sure, laptop performance was real close to desktop. In 20 series, I think it was pretty close as well. But now, in the 3000 series, 36, 20, whatever, the 3000 series, the performance is going to be dramatically different between a 3080 desktop, MSI, Strix, EVGA, FTW3, whatever, and 8 gigabyte hootenanny from Aorus. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Same total power draw. Same processor, same total power draw. But the 3080 is probably more expensive, and it's supposed to be more powerful. Believe it when I see it. Alright, GameStop. Let's just look. I want to see where we're at now. It's GameStop stock. Let's see what their pricing is at. 63.77. So you can see what it did today. Let's go back 5 days. So it fell. It's falling. Linus, if you watch Linus Tech Tips, he bought all of his, like, I don't know, in here. But I went way up here. He's got diamond hands, according to the memes, but it's fallen. It keeps falling. And then this morning it opened. It went from 54 open all the way up to 80, and then it's been all over the place. Where we got 63.77 now. So that's been a wild ride. I don't really want to talk about all the stock stuff. It's confusing and ridiculous, and there's plenty of people out there analyzing this right now. But the guy from The Big Short, Michael Burry, I think was, played by Christian Bale, Batman. I don't know how you would even do his face. I am Batman. But apparently he made $270 million, and he manages a hedge fund. So that's pretty interesting, because I think all the diamond hands and the Wall Street bets, they were trying to stick it to the hedge funds. I don't know that much about Michael Burry other than the movie, but he's made a fortune on the GameStop stock. Everybody keeps saying GameStop, but yeah, GameStop stock. It's the best I can do. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's flip through here. Did he go short or was he long? Oh, they didn't say without knowing the specifics, but he's made a lot of money on paper. So I think a lot of people made a lot of money. I think a lot of people lost a lot of money. And if you were putting in money that you didn't have to lose, then you found a different hobby. Don't meme stock. I don't know. DFV for deep F in value, 13 million. I think he's lost more than that. I mean, I think his original investment was 50,000 in stock and options, and he has ran it all the way up to like went from 50,000 like 47 million when it peaked out, and it says he's down 13 million on his investment. I bet he's down more than that. If it went from $200 and $300 a share or whatever he was making a ton of, down to, it says 400 right here at the peak, down to what it's say 60 something, 63.77 now. He's lost more than 13 million. See that? They say the man's got diamond hands. I don't know what that means. I guess he's just, maybe he's got so much money his hands are made of diamond he don't even need $13 million. Maybe that's what that means. Maybe they're memeing all of us. I don't know. I didn't jump on that train. I'm not trying to jump on the train. But basically, yeah, so there you go. Batman made $270 million. He needed more money. I mean, he's got to go fight crime. He's got to do his thing. So congrats to that man. He's got bigger cojones than I do to put all that money up. I don't have that kind of money, but even if I did, I would not put them all in GameStop. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So yep, just to recap real quick, Battlefield 6 coming out this fall. Razer's got a new keyboard for $250 that's got analog keys in it. We've got Apple Watch. If you've got an Apple Watch and an Apple phone together, you can update them to the beta software and unlock with Face ID, even if you've got a face mask on. NVIDIA is finally stepping up to the plate and putting performance indicators. We'll see how good that actually works out. Performance indicators on the boxes of laptops so that you know how terrible the mobile versions are compared to the desktop versions. And Batman made $270 million. So with all that said and that being said, that's all I've got to say, because that's all I know. Because I'm not a genius. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm a master of none. But basically, that's all I know for today. It's the only stories I really found interesting. I'm sure there's a ton more out there, but yeah. So anyways, drop a follow. Give me a follow. Drop a like. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I would appreciate it. Thanks for everybody coming and checking out the show. I'll be back tomorrow with some more news, hopefully, if it happens. And if you want to stick around and get on my channel, I'll be streaming here shortly, so I'll pick it back up with some Call of Duty Cold War. I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I might try some Search and Destroy. I might try sniping again. I don't know. We'll see. Appreciate it.